Hi guys, this is Team Blue showing you the analytic project on Cathey Pacific. We are going to show you our investigation on Cathey's fuel consumption and hedging strategy in order to improve company's performance. Our team members are Mozilla, 韦亚洛、韦秦王、严哲章, and 子涵陈. First of all, I will walk through the background of company and our motivation. Cathey Pacific Airways Limited is an international airline registered and based in Hong Kong. In Asia-Pacific area, Cathey is the largest airline group based on current international seat capacity. If ranked on total available seat kilometers, the company is number 6 in Asia-Pacific. The company accounts for a 46% share of seat capacity in Hong Kong. Recently, the company announced the acquisition of Hong Kong Express. The share is expected to increase to 51% in December 2019. Despite being the major player in the market and have a higher ticket price than its competitors, the company has been losing lots of money after 2015. In 2016 and 2017, Cathey Pacific lost around 8.45 billion and 6.37 billion respectively. The main reason for the loss is the increased fuel cost and the fuel hedging strategy. From 2011 to 2018, the company's fuel cost percentage increased from 30% to 40%. This number is much higher than the industry average, 23.5%. Hedging is one of the popular strategies to manage the dynamic risk of fuel cost in the airline industry. The company signed a 4-year contract in 2015 to lock the fuel price around $90. On the contrary, the cost of crude oil dropped to $50 in the same year. Therefore, we are motivated to investigate Cathey's fuel consumption and hedging strategy in order to improve its performance. In order to progress our investigation, we have considered scientific method and business analysis method. In scientific method, through some research, we found 3 types of attributes that affect the fuel burn. The first type, airport-specific parameter, such as elevation and runway length. The second type, meteorological parameter, such as wind shear and level. The third type, aircraft-specific parameter, such as cruise speed and thrust. However, data such as meteorological parameter are very hard to obtain, so scientific method were not selected. We are selecting the business analysis method, as the impact to airline business performance can be divided into 2 factors, fuel consumption and fuel price. We adopted the business analysis method to analyze these 2 factors respectively. With this method, we will be able to identify the key variables that are most important towards the fuel consumption and fuel price. The target variable we selected includes total fuel cost per month, fuel cost per gallon, total passengers per month, total weight of goods per month, total mile traveled per month, taxi out, taxi in time per month, elapsed time per month, number of cities traveled per month, crude oil price, crude oil consumption, and crude oil reserves. The data are cross-sectional from January 2015 to December 2018. Here is our fuel consumption analysis overview. First, we developed a correlation matrix. The results showed that total fuel cost and fuel consumption have a very strong relationship. Then, we utilized the linear regression and the decision tree to further pinpoint the attributes that are significant to our target variables. The linear regression shows the passengers and the fuel cost per gallon are also important factors. The decision tree shows total fuel cost, taxi out time, arrival delay, air system delay, and freight are influential to fuel consumption. Finally, the second linear regression removes some insignificant factors and concluded that total fuel cost per gallon, and taxi out time are most important factors affecting fuel consumption. This is the result of correlation matrix. It shows attributes correlated not only with the target variable, but also with other attributes. This table only shows fuel cost have a strong relationship of 0.83 with fuel consumption. Therefore, further tests are needed to verify more factors. This is the result for linear regression. It confirms a strong relationship between total fuel cost and fuel consumption. Moreover, fuel cost per gallon and passengers are also affects fuel consumption. Meanwhile, the rest attributes p-value are ranging from 0.174 to 0.957. We are considering the result of root mean square error is 13,904, where indicates that the result is not accurate enough, so we took the next test. Here shows the result from decision tree. With the accuracy of 53.33%, it shows fuel consumption was mostly influenced by taxi out time, arrival delay, air system delay, total fuel cost, and freight. By combining the results from the first linear regression and decision tree, elapsed time and aircraft delay were considered insignificant to the fuel consumption. The result table shows the top important factors are total fuel cost per gallon, and taxi out time, followed by arrival delay, air system delay, and passengers. However, arrival delay and air system delay show less importance in the first linear regression analysis, and passengers shows a high p-value in decision tree. So it is hard to conclude whether arrival delay, air system delay, freight, and passengers are crucial. Hence, a larger sample size is required for further analysis regarding the importance of the attributes and to improve the accuracy of the model. Now is the part for oil price analysis. Apart from the fuel consumption, crude oil price also plays an important role in Cathay Pacific's cost. In light of the profound influences of fuel price on airline industry, oil hedging are adopted by all kinds of airlines to counterbalance the impact of fluctuation. Proper oil hedging decision can greatly reduce the fuel cost of airlines. Hence, an appropriate prediction about the oil pricing bring a significant benefit for the Cathay Pacific. Like any other commodity, the price of crude oil is influenced by its supply, demand, and stock. To start the price analysis, we collect the data from US West Texas Intermediate, European Brent markets, and WTI over the period from 2000 to 2018. The production, consumption, and stock level are used to build a regression model to provide some analytical references for the future trends. Based on the results, the price might be fluctuated around 47 with a difference of 23. The insufficient accuracy might be caused by relatively small dataset, or more factors should enter the model, such as economic growth or relevant crude oil future contracts. More data are suggested for future analysis. Based on our research, fuel expenditure contributes to a large percentage of Cathay Pacific's total cost. It is suggested that the company use our findings to make better decisions for reducing operating expenses regarding fuel consumption and hedging investment. Through the fuel consumption analysis, we found that total fuel cost per gallon, taxi out time, arrival delay, air system delay, and passengers are important factors that are influential to Cathay Pacific's fuel consumption. Through the oil price analysis, we found the oil price might be fluctuated around 47 with a difference of 23. The company should improve their hedging strategy by lowering their future hedging price. Hence, we have 3 recommendations for Cathay Pacific to improve their performance. The first, the company should have a better coordination with airports to improve the efficiency and reduce the taxi time, which is one of the key factors affecting the fuel consumption. The second, the company should have a better estimation of fuel consumption by deploying the booking analysis system to help them forecast the fuel consumption of each flight more accurately. The third, the company should lower the hedge investment to around 30% of fuel consumption and renew the contract every 2 years instead of 4 years to reduce the risk of oil price fluctuation in the market. The suggested hedge price is around 47 per barrel. That's it for today's presentation, and thanks for your attention.